Dyer's Daily.
So when I restarted this podcast, I said that I wouldn't get into politics. And I am going to be sticking to that, but I am aware that I am sailing very close to the edge. Now, every morning when I get up, I always have a look at the news articles to see what's been happening in the world, because right now, everything is changing every day. And the other morning I had a look at BBC News, pressed the red button, luckily it's still there, and I see this headline that says, "Crystal clear, drunk people will not socially distance." And I couldn't help thinking, well, yeah, because if you look up the idea of being drunk, what being drunk does, it kind of changes your behavior. It changes your behavior. In some cases, you become less inhibited. Depending on how much you drink, it can affect your mood. It can affect all manner of different things. And sometimes even your ability to reason as well. So when I see this, you think, well, when you're drunk, you do have sometimes this feeling of, why should I follow rules? Which is where the socially distanced thing comes in, because you almost forget it. And certainly as a society, I don't think we're used to the idea that, oh, well, you can get drunk, but you've still got to adhere by rules. Normally it's quite free, isn't it? Now, obviously, there's the usual thing of your behavior in terms of like starting fights and stuff like that. That's always been in place. But the idea that while you're struggling in some way, or the ability to move around is changed, the idea that you have to kind of stay still or stay a certain amount when I've been drunk, I can't measure distances very well, so that becomes slightly problematic. Now, I'm not about to cast judgment on any of those people, because believe me, I am not the most social person in the world, but I'd love to be able to go to the pub and have a pint, a cider. That's my tipple. But at this moment in time, I feel slightly scared. I think a lot of people are going to be looking at what's happening, and they're going to see what happens, aren't they? We're going to be waiting for the second spike. It might happen. It might not happen. We have to wait and see. But I'm sure, like me, there will be many people out there that are frightened right now and will just be waiting until things have settled down. But when I saw that news item, I did think that's kind of what I was thinking anyway. Was thinking that when people, I mean, certainly after 3 months of not having pubs, there are going to be some people out there that love this. You know, they love the idea of going out. They love the social activity. They love having a drink. And some people are going to have massive parties off the back of this, or they're going to go out with their friends. Some are going to socially distance. But of course, when you get drunk or you drink a little bit, that starts to fall slightly by the wayside. Now, I'm obviously aware that that's not the same for anybody. I'm just voicing what I think is happening out there right now. And I said, I'm going to stay away from politics. I'm not going to comment on that particular side of it. Literally just what's happening out there in pop culture right now. And maybe on the next podcast, I will discuss the fact that live music is a no-go at the moment and how that actually affects the going out experience. And that's another reason for me why I won't be going out at the moment, because it isn't the same right now. So yeah, that's that. And hopefully I went very little on the politics. So yeah, I'll say thank you very much for listening to today's edition of Dyer's Daily. My name's Jamie Dyer, and please remember to rate, comment and subscribe on your favourite podcast provider, and I shall see you on the next podcast where we shall be discussing live music. Let me know what you think of the show. Tweet at JamieDyer89 on Twitter. That's at JamieDyer89 on Twitter. And all that's left for me to say is have a good day.